In the beginning of episode 3, we see the girl who locked Ichija and she is crying. And then Ichija asks her that she is crying. So the girl says that the ending of this book is very sad. So Ichija says that she takes the book and changes the ending. Because of which the girl starts laughing. And then the girl asks Ichija her name. So Ichija tells her name to Raku. And then Ichija asks her name. So the girl tells her name to break the Ichija's dream. So we know that she was dreaming. Then Ichija starts talking that this dream came after a long time. This is the time when I met that girl for the first time. And then it becomes quiet. And then Ichija starts screaming. And then he starts shouting. And then he starts saying that this dream doesn't last for a while. And then why doesn't it last for a while? If it lasted for a while longer, then I could also know the girl's name. Then the scene shifts from there and we see Ichija cooking. And he thinks that this was a dream. But what happened with me yesterday was not a dream. He saw other things and he felt that we are dating. And on top of that, he also said that he doesn't know anything about that locket. And after thinking all this, Ichija starts screaming again. And then the members of the Yakuza gang come there hearing his voice. And they start asking what happened to you. And the scene shifts from there and we see Ichija going to school. Then the winner wishes him a good morning. So Ichija looks at him and says that why are you feeling so tired? So Ichija says that after our date, everyone asked me a lot of questions about Faltu. Because of which I got worried. So Ichija says that it's good that he is with you. And then Ichija starts screaming that why am I not at home? And I don't have a place where I can relax. So Ichija says that school is a place where we can relax. So Ichija starts talking. So, what if we have to do so many stupid things for the next 3 years? So, what I am saying is that we have only one problem and that is that person in the mirror. He is just suspicious of us. And where is he? I haven't seen him since morning. But the one who wins, he is not answering. And they go to the classroom and say that only then they stop him and say that I want to warn you. No one should tell anyone about us and even if they talk about yesterday, then this thing says that there is no such girl and she opens the door and looks in front of her. Then she says that I want to talk to you but only then all the boys of the class come there and they start congratulating him and the show starts saying that I already knew that you love Chidogya. And the boys start crying too saying that you chose this thing and their teacher comes there too. And then they say that I am happy that you are dating. But then he screams in anger that this is just a misunderstanding, you all have misunderstood. And he is going to say something in the future that only then he feels that someone is looking at him. So he looks out of the window and only then he looks at the clock which is standing on a tree and looking from a distance. And the things that are left and right that look at the clot are very much scared and the clot is thinking that I just need to take these two relations and get confirmation once and then I will kill this rat. I will definitely save you from this failure and the classmates here start asking how is the misunderstanding. Don't say that you are not couple and the teacher here starts saying that this is just a misunderstanding. We are not couple and then the winnings say that we are lovebirds and seeing the overflow love of the two classmates they start cheering for them and then the teacher here says that I want to talk to you. So the teacher here says that I know that you love the way you will win. After listening to this, Aikiju goes to Sadma. Then the scene gets cut from there and we. Aikiju and Chidoj are shown to be going to the hall. And Chidoj says that what will happen to my life now? I am ruined. But what Aikiju says is not saying anything. So Chidoj says that you are so quiet. Say something. So Aikiju says that the one in that room is thankful to me. For following me during the break. Because of that I couldn't talk to him at all. Then what Chidoj says is that I have some work. So I am going home. But what Aikiju says is not going to say anything. Only then Chidoj goes after killing him. And then what Aikiju says is not going to say anything. If I keep going like this till graduation, then I will not be able to talk to her at all. And he thinks that only then he says that. Aikiju, what are you going home? Then Aikiju gets scared. He sees that. And says that what is this coincidence? Then he says that I am going home. And what about you? Then Ondera says that my counseling meeting is over. Then Aikiju says that I think you have a lot of work. And then Aikiju starts thinking. Now is my chance. If I haven't cleared the misunderstanding, then it can be a problem. Then Ikiju says that I want to talk to you. Do you have time? Then she says yes. Then Ikiju says that the thing is that I and Chidoj are. But then he starts thinking. If I told this to her, then he can ask one thing. Why are you telling me this? Then what does she do? He says the thing that I and Chidoj are. That is not perfect for each other. Then he says that don't say that. I think Chidoj must have seen something like that. Which he must have liked. Then she starts saying that. But I don't have anything like that. Then she says that. That is not at all. Because you help others without selfishness. Till here when your friends forget to bring their homework. Then you also lie that I didn't bring it. And then there are many like that. Then Ikiju says that these are all small things. Because of all these things she must not like me. I think questions she sees Chidoj, who is talking to some girls but she can't talk to them properly. So the girls go away from there. Then Chidoj says what happened. Then Chidoj says to her to keep her mouth shut and then we are shown in the terrace. Where Chidoj says that we have to do something about that mirror. But Chidoj says that we can't do anything. Whenever Cluode comes into any investigation mode, she can't stop him. And I should tell you that after school, we won't have a cloth with us. That has some work. So Ikiju says that what's wrong. Then Chidoj starts going there. But Ikiju says that can I tell my close friend about our secret? Just one person. You can tell anyone who you want. You will also feel a little bit. But Chidoj starts talking to me in anger. Do whatever I have to do. After school, I have some work. Then go home alone. And don't talk to me. Then Chidoj goes there. After that, the scene shifts and we see Ikiju and Shu. Shu says, I know you need a solution for Chido. Ikiju says yes. After that, it is shown that Ikiju told Shu that he told Chido that you can lighten your mind by telling your good friend all these things. Shu says, okay, then this is the thing. You just told Chido that you can lighten your mind by telling your good friend all these things. So Ikiju says, I think she was in a bad mood. Shu says, I don't think so. I think she wanted to tell you indirectly that she doesn't have any friends who can share her secrets with. You don't think so? So Ikiju says no, I don't think so. Because this morning she was talking to some girls. Shu says, I haven't seen Chido so close to anyone else as she lives with you. But this thing doesn't say anything. Then the scene shifts and we see this thing which is with our teacher. Then Ikiju says, Ma'am, where is Ondera? But his teacher says that there was no council meeting today, then Ondera went home early today. Then Ikiju leaves the staff room quietly and then it seems to me that I had a very good chance today. Then Shu says that he told that Chido is the closest person to him and not anyone else. Then he gets angry. Why am I thinking about her now? And there were some girls talking about Chido. So Ikiju starts listening to them. She was saying that Chido is avoiding us. She is a rich girl and she has a boyfriend. Then Ikiju starts going to the classroom quietly. And then he thinks that I am a fake boyfriend of Chido but I trouble her a lot. Then he enters the classroom and sees Chido in front of him. Which is written in a notebook. Practice how she will talk to girls and after finishing her work she sees the people and she sees the people and she hides her copy and then starts talking what are you doing here? So these things are going to say something but then she starts saying that have you seen anything or heard anything? So these things say yes and the more she hears it, the more she goes ahead to kill it and the more she says no, the more she stops here. Then she says that if you want to laugh then you can laugh. Now what can I do? I don't even know how to approach someone or how to make friends and as you know Claude, he is taking care of me since childhood and he is also very overproductive. As he always comes to leave me to school, whenever I go out he always keeps his guns ready. The people I meet always keep their list. Now you must have realized that my life is so difficult. But I have to live a normal life like the rest of the people. That's why I went to Japan. So that no one would know that I am a gangster girl. But then she screams and says, why am I telling you all this? So she says that this was such a nonsense story. But I think our lives are exactly the same. I used to have a notebook like you. I also changed schools a lot. People used to talk about me. So if you have any questions about the notebook, you can ask me. So after listening to this, the notebook starts to blush. Then she says that if you are talking so much, then I will ask. And then he says that you never know how to act like cute. So the notebook says that if I was your real girlfriend, then I would definitely do it. And then they start fighting again. And we are shown outside the classroom where they are standing. And then she says that what were they talking about? And the episode ends like this. So guys, if you like the video, then like the video. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.